Welcome back. Today, we're exploring the captivating realm of rare and valuable coins. In this video, we'll uncover the top 10 most valuable wheat pennies, Washington quarters, and Sacagawea dollars that are currently trending in the coin market. If you thought these coins were merely pocket change, think again. Depending on their rarity, condition, and unique characteristics, their value can soar. Let's begin. First, before we delve into its worth, let's discuss the 1936 wheat penny without a mint mark in uncirculated condition. But what makes this penny so special and why is it commanding such big value today? If you're new to the world of rare coins or you're an experienced collector looking to expand your collection, this 1936 wheat penny might just be one of your next big investments. You might be surprised by just how much it's worth today, especially if you find one in uncirculated condition. Let's take a closer look. The 1936 wheat penny is part of the famous series of Lincoln pennies, first minted in 1909. This particular coin has an interesting backstory. While most years in the wheat penny series were produced with a mint mark, either D for Denver or S for San Francisco, the 1936 issue was primarily minted without a mint mark, in Philadelphia. Now here's where things get interesting. The 1936 wheat penny without a mint mark, or simply the Philadelphia Mint version, is often considered the standard issue for the year. While the 1936 penny was not released in exceptionally low quantities, it's the combination of its age, historical significance, and overall rarity in uncirculated condition that makes it such a coveted find. So why is this coin so valuable in today's market? Well, condition is key when it comes to coin collecting. The 1936 wheat penny is not considered rare in general. Many were minted and circulated. But if you manage to find one in uncirculated condition, you're looking at a completely different story. Let me show you. In uncirculated condition, the 1936 wheat penny shows virtually no wear. It's as close to pristine as it gets. The obverse, featuring Abraham Lincoln's portrait, is sharply detailed, and the reverse, showing the iconic wheat stalks, remains beautifully clear. In contrast, most circulated pennies from this time period show signs of wear, making uncirculated specimens quite rare. Over the years, collectors have been on the lookout for high-grade 1936 wheat pennies, and those in uncirculated condition have seen their value increase significantly. Depending on the grade, you could see values ranging anywhere from $540,000 with some examples in the highest grades selling for more. And it doesn't stop there. In recent years, rare coins like the 1936 wheat penny have become even more sought after thanks to growing interest in coin collecting as an investment. Coin auctions and online marketplaces are often the go-to places for buying and selling rare coins, and the 1936 wheat penny is no exception. One of the biggest factors in the increasing value of coins like the 1936 wheat penny is the appeal to both novice and seasoned collectors alike. For beginners, it's an affordable yet valuable entry point. For seasoned collectors, it's a great opportunity to add a piece of history in excellent condition to their collection. Now, let's go over how you can identify an uncirculated 1936 wheat penny. First, look at the coin's overall sharpness. The edges of the wheat stalks should be well definite, and the details of Abraham Lincoln's face should be crisp, with no visible wear. Pay close attention to the luster too. An uncirculated penny will have a bright shiny appearance, almost like new. One thing to keep in mind, if you're buying a 1936 wheat penny, make sure it's certified by a reputable grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or Professional Coin Grading Service. These certifications help verify the authenticity and condition of the coin, which can greatly affect its market value. The 1936 wheat penny without a mint mark continues to be a hot commodity in the market, especially in uncirculated condition. At auctions, high-quality specimens can fetch impressive sums, sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars, especially if they're certified with a top-tier grade. So what's the takeaway here? The 1936 wheat penny without a mint mark is a highly sought-after coin, and in uncirculated condition, it can fetch a handsome price in the market today. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1936 wheat penny without a mint mark, there are several places to check out. Reputable coin dealers and auctions are great for finding rare coins. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and other specialized coin auction platforms also offer opportunities to purchase and sell these unique items. Be sure to check for authentication to avoid counterfeit coins. In conclusion, the 1936 wheat penny without a mint mark is one of those rare and valuable pieces that every serious coin collector dreams of owning. With its fascinating history, unique rarity, and impressive market value, this coin is a true treasure in the world of numismatics. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare pennies in your collection or at a coin shop, we're holding a piece of American history, and if you're thinking about selling one, remember, it could fetch a handsome price. Next up, the 1951 wheat penny without a mint mark, one of the most sought-after coins in the market today. And guess what? This particular penny, in extra fine condition, is gaining traction for its impressive value. So, let's explore this fascinating coin and see what makes it so special in today's market. First things first, let's talk about the basics of the 1951 wheat penny. This penny was struck during a time when the U.S. was recovering from the effects of World War II. The design of this penny, which features the iconic wheat stalks on the reverse, was created by famed engraver Victor David Brenner in 1909 and was used for decades. But it's the 1951 without mint mark that holds a unique place in the world of coin collecting. Now, one important thing to note about the 1951 wheat penny, it was minted at 3 different locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But for the 1951 without a mint mark, this specific version was only minted in Philadelphia. A lack of a mint mark on the coin tells us that it wasn't struck at the Denver or San Francisco mint, making it an example of a coin that wasn't as commonly produced in that era. Now, what exactly is extra fine condition? When we say a coin is in extra fine condition, we're talking about a coin that has minimal wear, but still retains the majority of its fine details. For this 1951 wheat penny, you should see sharp, distinct lines on the wheat stalks, with only minor traces of wear on Lincoln's portrait. There's no heavy circulation wear, so you'll notice the coin looks almost brand new. This is what sets it apart from other coins in less than stellar condition. Now, why is this coin rare and what makes it valuable today? Well, there's a combination of factors. First off, in 1951, many wheat pennies were circulated heavily, meaning that most of them ended up in poor condition over time. That's why a coin in extra fine condition is considered rare. Not many of these pennies survived the years in such remarkable state. So, how much is this 1951 wheat penny worth? In today's market, the value of a 1951 wheat penny without mint mark in extra fine condition can vary based on a number of factors. Typically, a coin in this grade can fetch anywhere from $140,000. But, wait! The market has seen even higher prices depending on the demand and collector interest. Some coins with higher quality strikes or even uncirculated versions of this penny can go for up to $250,000 or more. Yes, while the 1951 wheat penny isn't as rare as some of the other wheat pennies, a coin in extra fine condition still holds significant value, especially in today's growing market. For serious collectors, this coin represents a piece of history and its rarity in high-quality condition is what drives up its price. We've also seen more and more collectors looking for specific years like 1951, which makes it even more valuable. So, if you happen to have a 1951 wheat penny in extra fine condition, take a closer look. It could be worth more than you think. Whether you plan to sell it or add it to your collection, this penny is a perfect example of why it's essential to examine the quality and details of every coin in your possession. And the good news is that coins like this 1951 wheat penny are still widely available for purchase. So, if you're looking to add one to your collection, don't hesitate to explore different markets, whether it be online auctions, coin shops or collector events. Just make sure you're buying from a reputable source to avoid counterfeits. To wrap things up, the 1951 wheat penny without mint mark in extra fine condition is a rare find that continues to gain value in the coin collecting community. With its historical significance, rarity, and the overall demand for high-quality coins, it's a great addition to any collection. Next, the 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark in excellent condition. But what makes this coin so special and what is its market value today? Let's dive in. First, let's take a moment to appreciate the details of the wheat penny, one of the most iconic coins in American history. This coin was first minted in 1909, with its design featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse. The 1945 wheat penny is part of the series produced during World War II, a period of great historical significance. The reverse of the 1945 wheat penny showcases two sheaves of wheat, symbolizing prosperity and the hard-working American spirit. The year 1945 marks the final year of the war and a time when the United States was transitioning from wartime rationing to a booming post-war economy. Now, when we say excellent condition, we're referring to coins that show minimal wear and still retain their original luster. A 1945 wheat penny in excellent condition should display sharp, clear details on both the obverse and reverse. The wheat stalk should be easily distinguishable and Lincoln's portrait should be crisp, not worn down. It's the kind of coin that collectors covet because finding one in such good condition is relatively rare. The 1945 wheat penny was minted in large quantities. Approximately 1.2 billion coins were produced. However, due to circulation wear over the years, finding one in excellent condition is quite a challenge. Many of these coins have been lost to time and those that have survived in top-notch condition are becoming increasingly sought after by collectors. Another aspect that contributes to the rarity and value of the 1945 wheat penny is the absence of a mint mark. You see, during this year, coins were minted at the Philadelphia Mint and therefore they were not stamped with a mint mark. Coins from this year that lack a mint mark are often considered more desirable since they're from the main mint, which is less common in certain key years. So, what is this coin worth today? Well, the market value for a 1945 wheat penny in excellent condition can vary based on its specific grade, but generally, coins in such pristine condition have been known to fetch anywhere from $67,000. In fact, it's not unheard of for rare excellent condition 1945 wheat pennies to be sold for even more at specialized auctions where the demand for pristine examples pushes the price upwards. As with many rare coins, its value is driven by collector interest and the coin's condition, so if you happen to own one, it's definitely worth getting it appraised by a professional. Remember, if you're lucky enough to own a 1945 wheat penny in excellent condition, it's crucial to take care of it. Storing it properly in a protective case will help preserve its value for years to come. Avoid touching the coin with your bare hands and always use gloves to prevent oils and dirt from damaging its surface. To sum it up, the 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark in excellent condition is a rare and valuable coin in today's market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin is one that you'll want to keep an eye out for. If you come across one in great condition, it could be a fantastic addition to your collection or even a profitable investment. Next up, the 1937 wheat penny or Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features Lincoln's profile on the obverse and wheat ears on the reverse, symbolizing America's agricultural heritage. The 1937 wheat penny is unique for a few reasons. First, the absence of a mint mark indicates it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. During this time, the U.S. economy was recovering from the Great Depression and coins like this were produced in large numbers to support the growing demand for currency. But why is this particular penny considered rare today? Let's find out. Approximately 316 million wheat pennies were struck in Philadelphia in 1937, which might sound like a lot. However, finding one in circulation condition today can be a challenge. Most of these coins were heavily used and lost over time, making well-preserved examples increasingly rare. Collectors value this coin for its historical significance, but its rarity is enhanced by its condition. Circulated pennies often exhibit wear, such as faded details and scratches, which can still attract buyers, depending on their grade. Here's what you need to look for. First, check the obverse for the date, 1937, and confirm there is no mint mark below the date. This means it was minted in Philadelphia. Next, inspect the reverse side for the wheat ears. Even in circulated condition, the design should still be recognizable. Keep an eye out for errors or unique colorations, as these can significantly boost the value. For example, a blackened or oddly toned wheat penny might fetch a premium for its unusual appearance. What is a 1937 wheat penny without a mint mark worth today? In circulated condition, these coins typically sell for $232,000, depending on the amount of wear. However, Higher grade examples can go for much more, up to $415,000 for coins in fine or very fine condition. But here's where it gets exciting. If you happen to find one with a rare mint error, such as a double die or a lamination flaw, the value could soar to $590,000 at auction. Collectors are always on the hunt for unique specimens. A hunt for rare pennies like the 1937 wheat penny. Start by checking your loose change or visiting local flea markets and garage sales. You never know what you might find. Once you've found a potential treasure, handle it carefully. Avoid touching the surfaces with bare fingers to prevent oil and dirt damage. Store your coin in a protective holder or sleeve to preserve its condition. The 1937 wheat penny without a mint mark is more than just a piece of history. It's a tangible connection to America's past. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep an eye out for this rare gem in your change. Who knows? You might just strike it rich with a single penny. Next up, the 1977 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark, in an incredible black color condition. This coin is quite the gem, so stick around because we're going to break down everything you need to know about its rarity, condition and value in today's market. Let's take a closer look at the Washington quarter 1977. As you can see, the coin features George Washington, our first president, on the obverse and the iconic eagle on the reverse. But what makes this coin special is that it's from the year 1977 and it lacks a mint mark. So unlike some coins that have an E or S indicating where they were minted, this one is simply a no mint mark version which adds a unique rarity factor to it. Now what really makes this particular coin stand out is its black color condition. Normally we think of quarters as being silver or light gray in color, but this one is a different story. The black color can be due to a few reasons, such as toning from exposure to chemicals, environmental factors, or simply the aging process of the coin. It's important to note that this blackened shade gives the coin a rare eye-catching look that collectors love. It adds an element of mystery and character, which is why it's so desirable in the coin market. So what makes this 1977 Washington quarter so rare? Well, let's break it down. In general, quarters from 1977 without a mint mark are already considered somewhat uncommon. But when you add in that unique black color condition, you have something that catches the eye of serious collectors. Coins in this condition aren't just abundant, and finding one that hasn't suffered too much damage or excessive wear is key. Coin auctions and online marketplaces have seen some incredible action when it comes to these black-toned 1977 quarters. Though it's not a coin you'll find in every collection, it's certainly one that is highly sought after. While most quarters are a uniform silver, a coin that exhibits a colorful toning is highly prized by advanced collectors. But what makes the 1977 Washington quarter in black color condition so rare? It's the combination of factors: the rarity of coins in this exact color shaded state, their age, now over 50 years old, and their special condition, which makes them stand out from the crowd of regular untoned quarters. The natural toning process is not something every collector can replicate or even predict, so a color-shaded 1977 quarter becomes a true gem. Why is it so high? Now let's talk about the market value. Many collectors believe that the 1977 Washington quarter is just another run-of-the-mill coin, but once you add in the black color condition, things change. Coins with natural toning, especially those in excellent condition, are hot commodities in the rare coin market. A 1977 Washington quarter without mint mark in black color condition can fetch impressive prices at auctions and in private sales. The value of this coin depends heavily on the intensity and beauty of the color toning, as well as the overall condition of the coin. While a regular 1977 quarter in average condition may only be worth around $500,000, a well-preserved quarter in an attractive color shade condition could easily see its value soar to $1 million or even higher, especially if it's in near mint or uncirculated condition. Coins like these have become highly sought after by advanced collectors who understand that they are much rarer than most people realize. The combination of rarity, age, and the appeal of the color makes it a piece of history that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. Why you should care for serious coin collectors: finding a Washington quarter without mint mark in color shade condition isn't just about owning a coin. It's about owning a piece of numismatic history. In recent years, there's been a surge in demand for coins like these, driven by a renewed interest in rare and vintage coins. Plus, as more people discover the value of coins that stand out due to their condition or toning, the prices for these types of quarters continue to climb. Having a 1977 Washington quarter without mint mark in a color-shaded condition could be the perfect addition to any collection. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or a newcomer to the world of numismatics, this coin holds serious investment potential. Many collectors believe that as time goes on, the value of these rare toning coins will only continue to increase. If you come across a 1977 Washington quarter without mint mark in color shade condition, don't let it slip through your fingers. This coin is a true rarity in the modern world of coin collecting, and its market value is on the rise. Next up, the 1966 Washington quarter, without a mint mark, a coin that's often overlooked but holds remarkable value and appeal. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner looking to expand your collection, this video is for you. We'll explore the history of this quarter, what makes it unique, and what it's worth on the market today. So let's get into it. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The coin's design, created by sculptor John Flanagan, features Washington's profile on the obverse side and the American eagle on the reverse. Originally made of 90% silver, the Washington quarter underwent a significant change in 1965, just a year before the coin we're focusing on today. In response to rising silver prices, and the increasing cost of coin production, the U.S. Mint stopped using silver and switched to a copper-nickel clad composition. This transition period in the mid-1960s created some unique collecting opportunities, and the 1966 Washington quarter is a great example of this. The 1966 quarter was produced without any mint mark, as the U.S. Mint decided to temporarily omit mint marks from all coins from 1965 to 1967 to discourage hoarding during a nationwide coin shortage. This means that all 1966 quarters, regardless of where they were produced, appear identical. However, the condition of each coin, especially if it's in circulated condition, can make a big difference in its value. The 1966 Washington quarter stands out for several reasons. First, it's a part of the first full year after the switch to the copper-nickel clad composition, which makes it notable in the timeline of U.S. coinage. This composition consists of a pure copper core sandwiched between two layers of copper-nickel, giving the coin a distinctive look and making it resistant to tarnishing. However, over time, circulated quarters from this year may have developed interesting colorations, or patinas which some collectors find appealing. The absence of a mint mark on the 1966 Washington quarter can be a conversation starter. As mentioned earlier, the U.S. Mint's decision to omit mint marks was intended to prevent collectors from hoarding specific coins during the shortage. This no mint mark era has made 1966 quarters unique for modern collectors, as they offer a window into this interesting period in coinage history. Now, let's talk about grading, which is essential when determining the value of any coin. Coins are graded based on their condition, with circulated coins typically showing signs of wear and tear from handling. For the 1966 Washington quarter, you might see grades like fine, very fine, or extremely fine. Even though these quarters have been in circulation, that a well-preserved 1966 quarter can be worth significantly more than its face value. For example, a 1966 Washington quarter in fine condition typically has more evident wear, especially on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse. Coins in very fine or extremely fine condition retain more detail, which increases their value for collectors. Collectors prize coins with unique toning or minimal wear on Washington's profile and the eagle's details, as these coins are considered higher quality and more valuable. As of today, the 1966 Washington quarter holds an intriguing place in the coin market. While many 1966 quarters were produced, collectors appreciate them as a piece of history, and coins in circulated but well-preserved condition can command a premium. In circulated condition, a standard 1966 Washington quarter might be valued at around $20,000, however, some coins with exceptional toning or minimal wear can go for higher prices. For instance, a 1966 quarter with rare rainbow toning or a high-grade circulated condition can sometimes sell for $340,000 or more at auctions or in coin shops. For those with an exceptionally well-preserved 1966 quarter, you may have a coin that is worth considerably more, especially if it has unique qualities or historical appeal that attract collectors. As demand for unique historical coins continues to rise, the value of these 1966 quarters in the right condition could increase over time. If you're looking to collect or sell a 1966 Washington quarter, here are a few tips to keep in mind. First, condition is everything. Even small details like the level of wear on Washington's face or the eagle's feathers can make a difference in value. Second, look out for any unusual toning, which can sometimes add character and appeal to the coin. And lastly, consider having your coin professionally graded if you think it's in particularly good condition, as a high-quality grading can enhance its market value. Next up, the 1974 silver Washington quarter dollar, specifically the large date version without a mint mark. This coin holds a special place in the hearts of collectors, not just for its historical significance but also for its value in today's auction market. The 1974 silver Washington quarter is a beautiful piece, showcasing the iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse, while the reverse features a majestic eagle perched atop a bundle of arrows and an olive branch. This design has become synonymous with American coinage since its introduction in 1932. But what makes the 1974 quarter particularly interesting is the large date variation. Unlike its small date counterpart, which can be somewhat common, the large date version presents a unique opportunity for collectors. The difference in size and style can significantly affect its value. When comparing the two, the large date has more pronounced numerals, making it easier to distinguish at a glance. This subtle detail has attracted many collectors, particularly those looking to complete their Washington quarter sets. Now let's talk about condition. The term fine in coin grading refers to a coin that shows moderate wear but still retains some detail. A fine 1974 silver Washington quarter is a coin that has been circulated but isn't overly worn down, allowing collectors to appreciate its design. Coin grading can be quite subjective, but a fine condition coin typically shows clear details in the design, with some softness in the high points. This level of preservation is essential when determining its market value. So, how much is the 1974 silver Washington quarter worth in today's market? In recent auction sales, a fine condition large date quarter without a mint mark has been valued at around $43,000, however, the price can vary depending on the auction house and the overall demand among collectors. For example, at a recent auction, one fine 1974 quarter sold for about $46,000 while another similar coin went for $47,000. The fluctuations in price often reflect the current interest in Washington quarters and the specific characteristics of each coin. If you're considering investing in coins, the 1974 silver Washington quarter is an excellent choice for both beginners and seasoned collectors. Its historical significance, combined with its aesthetic appeal, makes it a great addition to any collection. Always remember, when purchasing coins, to look for reputable dealers and auction platforms. Authenticity is key, and investing in certified coins can provide peace of mind and potentially higher resale value in the future. To wrap things up, the 1974 silver Washington quarter, especially the large date, without a mint mark, holds a special allure for collectors. Whether you're looking to invest, complete a collection, or simply appreciate its beauty, this coin is definitely worth considering. Next up, the Washington quarter. In this video, we'll explore the value of the 1983 Washington quarter with a D mint mark, especially in good condition. So, if you're a collector or just curious about coin values, stick around. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the years, this coin has seen various designs and changes, but today we're focusing on the 1983 issue. The 1983 Washington quarter features the familiar profile of George Washington on the obverse. Designed by John Flanagan, the reverse showcases the eagle, a symbol of strength and freedom, perched atop a bundle of arrows and an olive branch. The D mint mark on the 1983 Washington quarter indicates that it was minted in Denver. Coins with the Denver mint mark tend to have a slightly different production volume compared to their Philadelphia counterparts in 1983. The Denver Mint produced over 1.1 billion quarters, which means the 1983 D quarter is relatively common. However, certain factors can increase its value significantly. When evaluating the value of any coin, its condition is paramount. Coins are graded on a scale from 66,000, with 70 being perfect. A coin in good condition will typically show signs of wear, such as slight scratches or discoloration, but the main details should still be visible. For the 1983 D Washington quarter, a coin graded in good condition might fetch around $73,000, however, the value can fluctuate depending on the market and collector demand. Recent sales have shown that well-preserved coins can even exceed these estimates, especially if they have unique features or come from a well-known collection. If you're looking to add a 1983 D Washington quarter to your collection, there are several avenues to consider. Online auction sites like eBay, as well as local coin shops and coin shows, are great places to start when selling your coin. Always ensure you have clear, high-quality images and accurate descriptions of its condition. This transparency can help attract serious buyers. In summary, while the 1983 Washington quarter with a D mint mark may not be the rarest coin out there, it holds significant value for collectors, especially in good condition. As the market continues to evolve, keeping an eye on current trends can help you make informed decisions. Next up, the 1965 silver Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark. This coin holds significant value, especially in very fine condition, and we'll explore why it's worth your attention. Let's start with a little background. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design features a profile of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, a symbol of American strength and freedom. However, 1965 was a pivotal year for coinage in the United States, primarily due to the nationwide coin shortage. To combat the shortage, the U.S. Mint began producing quarters without silver. However, a small number of quarters minted in 1965 still contain silver. It's essential to distinguish between these coins, as the value greatly varies. Now, let's talk about the specifications. The 1965 Washington quarter is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, but some were struck with 90% silver content, typically prior to 1965. The lack of a mint mark on these coins signifies they were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, where no mint mark is used. This makes finding a genuine 1965 silver Washington quarter without a mint mark a rare occurrence. When evaluating the value of any coin, its condition plays a crucial role. Coins are graded on a scale from good to mint state, with very fine being a desirable level. A very fine coin will show some signs of wear, but the details will still be clear, and the coin will maintain a significant amount of its original luster. A very fine 1965 silver Washington quarter will display well-defined details on Washington's profile and the eagle, making it highly sought after by collectors. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for: the current market value. As of today, the 1965 silver Washington quarter without a mint mark in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $400,000 at auction. However, prices can vary based on market demand and specific auction conditions. It's essential to keep an eye on market trends, as the value can fluctuate. Collectors have been known to pay higher prices for coins in exceptional condition or those with unique characteristics. If you're thinking about adding a 1965 silver Washington quarter to your collection, here are some tips. Always handle your coins with care. Use gloves to prevent oils from your skin from damaging the surface. Store them in a cool, dry place, preferably in a protective holder to maintain their condition. In conclusion, the 1965 silver Washington quarter without a mint mark in very fine condition is a valuable piece of American history and a great addition to any collection. Keep your eyes peeled at auctions, as you never know when you might come across one. Next up, the 2001 D Sacagawea dollar coin. So, what makes this coin stand out? What are its unique features? And how can it fit into your collection or investment portfolio? Stick around because we're going to cover all that and more in today's video. Let's dive into it. This coin, with its stunning design and rich symbolism, has captured the hearts of collectors and enthusiasts alike. Before we delve into the specifics of the 2001 Sacagawea dollar, let's take a moment to appreciate the remarkable woman it honors. Sacagawea was a Shoshone guide who played a crucial role in the Lewis and Clark expedition. Her knowledge of the land and her unwavering spirit helped guide the explorers through uncharted territory, ensuring their survival. Imagine yourself standing alongside Sacagawea, her eyes sparkling with determination as she leads the way. Feel the wind whipping through your hair and the sun beating down on your shoulders as you traverse the vast wilderness. This is the story of Sacagawea, a woman whose strength and resilience continue to inspire us today. To understand the significance of the 2001 Sacagawea dollar, we need to take a step back in history. Let's talk about the coin's background. The Sacagawea dollar was introduced by the United States Mint in 2000, though it first appeared in circulation in 2001. This coin was part of a bold attempt by the U.S. government to reinvigorate the nation's coinage, especially the $1 coin, which had struggled to gain widespread acceptance in the past. The Sacagawea dollar replaced the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar, a coin that many felt was too similar in size and color to the quarter, leading to confusion and low circulation. The idea behind the Sacagawea dollar was to make a more visually appealing coin that would also honor an important historical figure. Sacagawea, the Shoshone Native American woman who assisted Lewis and Clark on their expedition across the western United States, was chosen to be the featured figure. This was not only a way to celebrate her invaluable contribution to American history but also to highlight the role of Native Americans in shaping the nation. Let's take a closer look at the design features of the 2001 Sacagawea dollar coin, which is part of the series minted in 2001. On the obverse, we see the iconic portrait of Sacagawea. This design, created by artist Glenna Goodacre, portrays Sacagawea with a young child on her back, symbolizing both the strength and resilience of Native American women. The child depicted is said to be based on Goodacre's own interpretation, though it is often thought to resemble her daughter. Above Sacagawea's head is the inscription Liberty, and just below the portrait is the year of issue, 2001, along with the mint mark D for the Denver Mint. The phrase, "In God We Trust," is also inscribed to the right of Sacagawea's shoulder. On the reverse side, we see a soaring eagle in flight, symbolizing freedom and hope for the future. The reverse design was created by artist Thomas D. Rogers, and it features the phrase, United States of America, along the top edge and E pluribus unum at the bottom. The coin's denomination, $1, is prominently displayed on the bottom left. One of the most distinctive features of this coin is the use of a golden-colored alloy known as manganese brass. This gives the coin its unique golden hue, which contrasts with the traditional silver color of many other U.S. coins. Now, let's talk about mintage numbers and how that affects the coin's value in the market. In 2001, the U.S. Mint produced over 1.2 billion Sacagawea dollars, and the 2001 mint mark had a significant portion of that number. Specifically, about 550 million 2001 Sacagawea dollars were minted at the Denver Mint. These coins were initially released into circulation and intended to be used as everyday currency. At face value, the 2001 Sacagawea dollar is worth, of course, $1. However, the coin's value on the market can vary depending on its condition, rarity, and collector interest. In general, coins in mint or near mint condition tend to fetch higher prices, especially if they are part of a complete set or are free from wear and tear. Currently, the value of a circulated 2001 Sacagawea dollar is typically close to its face value, but coins in uncirculated or proof condition can command higher prices. For example, you might find an uncirculated 2001 Sacagawea dollar listed for anywhere between $15,000 and $25,000, depending on where it's being sold and the quality of the coin. On the higher end, a coin that's graded as MS65 or higher could potentially fetch $40,000 or more, and if you find one with special characteristics, like a die error, it could be worth even more. Speaking of die errors, let's take a moment to discuss some of the common errors found on the 2001 Sacagawea dollar, which can significantly increase its value. One of the most sought-after errors is the Cheerios dollar. This coin is rumored to have been distributed in special Cheerios cereal boxes as part of a promotional giveaway in 2000. These coins are usually in uncirculated condition and have a slight difference in color due to the packaging, which makes them a bit more valuable. In fact, some Cheerios Sacagawea dollars have been sold for thousands of dollars. Other errors include double die varieties, where the die used to strike the coin leaves a doubled image either on Sacagawea's portrait or the inscriptions. These can be rare and highly prized by collectors. Die cracks and misstrikes, which create unusual shapes or incomplete images, are also examples of errors that can increase a coin's market value, especially among collectors who specialize in error coins. Let's quickly go over the key specifications of the 2001 Sacagawea dollar coin. Weight, 8.1 grams. Diameter, 26.5 millimeters. Thickness, 2.00 millimeters. Composition, manganese brass. Edge, smooth, no reeded edge like other U.S. coins. Mint mark, D for Denver Mint. There's also a Philadelphia version, but we're focusing on the D mint mark here. Design, Sacagawea on the obverse, eagle on the reverse. So, how do you go about buying or selling the 2001 Sacagawea dollar? Buying the coin is pretty straightforward. You can find it on various online marketplaces like eBay, Amazon, and Etsy, or visit your local coin shops. Many dealers specialize in U.S. coins, and you can often get good deals by purchasing directly from them. It's always a good idea to research the current market prices before buying. If you're selling, it's important to get your coin graded if you think it might have a higher value, especially if it's in mint or proof condition. You can send your coins to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for an official grade, which can boost the price. Collector interest in the 2001 Sacagawea dollar varies, but over time, interest has grown, especially among those who focus on modern U.S. coins. While the Sacagawea dollar series isn't as popular as some of the older coins like the Silver Eagles or Morgan dollars, it's certainly appreciated by collectors who want to build a more contemporary collection. One of the factors contributing to collector interest is the ongoing release of various commemorative designs, including the Native American $1 coin series, which continues the legacy of the Sacagawea design. Additionally, the coin's association with Sacagawea herself, an important historical figure, makes it a popular choice for collectors who focus on coins that highlight American history. And there you have it, the 2001 Sacagawea dollar coin. It may be a relatively modern coin, but it holds historical significance, and its value can increase depending on condition, errors, and collector demand.